how to balance the fire component in our body. The fire component. The fire component balance when we fast. Those who do not feel hunger, loss of appetite, they should fast. And after skipping 2-3 meals, appetite has to be there. So appetite, hunger should be there. This is the concept of yoga, mitahar. Do not overeat. Under eating is good. Eat less than your hunger, your need. If you can eat this much, then eat 1/4. Leave left 1/4 of that food. Eat 3/4. Fasting is good. It rejuvenates the fire component. Fire. Jatragni. Fire in this solar area. Yoga. Yoga balances all the 5 matters, 5 elements. Fasting is good for all the 5 elements, especially to fire. Exercise increases the fire component. If fire increases in our body, then there will be hotness, high blood pressure, irritation, kind of things. And if it lowers, coldness, cough, sleep, thyroid, depression, sort of things. It should be balanced with exercise, with yoga, with fasting. The next is space. A space element we can balance same by fasting. The abdominal cavity is filled with space. If we block that space with overeating and full our stomach, increase the size of his stomach with food, and there is no space, then pathological condition will come. Constipation. And with continuous constipation, irreversible injury happens in your colon. So precaution is better than cure. Precautions with alertness, with knowledge. Without knowledge, people do cancer to their self, knowingly, unknowingly. So space is important. With meditation, we create a space in our mind. Otherwise, it is clogged with myriads of thoughts, expectations, past experience. We clean our mind like the sky. And when we see this sky very widespread to infinity, there is no thought remains in our mind. See for 30 seconds. Can you think while seeing this wide sky? Watch the sky with full concentration. Full concentration. Your mind will become that sky. This sky is very clean. No pollutant can pollute this sky. The sky is always clean. It absorbs and destroys every negativity, and our mind resembles that sky. Chidakash, चिदाकाश, चिदाकाश ये स्थूल है, इससे भी शक्तिशाली है चिद आकाश. उस चिदाकाश को, मन को जब हम देखते हैं, when we see our mind, everything went away. So 5 elements we have to balance with naturopathy things, changing our lifestyle to become healthier, not depending on doctor, medicine, testing, surgery, relatives, to anyone. I should not be depend on anyone. Till my last breath, I should be very healthy and wealthy and peaceful and cheerful. Then I will remain same without this physical body. And if in this body I am disturbed, carry on, carry forward, carry forward. What I was last night, I am today. What I was just before sleeping, after sleeping, I am that guy. Change is a little bit difficult because of this mind. Otherwise, change is already happened. Soul is unchangeable. And then what changes? Thought changes. These improper knowledge is the problem. Knowledge liberates. So, our daily lifestyle, daily routine, we should learn it, whether we want or not. Just leave it aside, your wantings. By Guru, by Ayurveda, by naturopathy, our life's routine, lifestyle should be according to this nature. When it awakes, I will awake. When it sleeps, I will sleep. And every other species are living according to nature. We should learn from them. They are very happy, very cheerful, very enthusiastic, and very healthy. Never get depressed. So, awake early in the morning, take 2 glasses of hot water, lukewarm water. And if you have constipation, obesity, take hot water more than lukewarm. Do some postures, then go and clean your bowl. After that, clean your teeth. Avoid chemicals. Avoid chemicals. Because in yoga, there are many hurdles, obstacles, which resist ourselves to become a yogi. The first one is vyadhi. The first one is disease. Physical disease, mental disease, confusions, sorrow, these all are hurdles of yoga. But if we put it aside and just do our practice, these whole things vanishes one by one. So, drinking water, cleaning teeth. Our ancestors gives alternatives of these chemicals. These chemicals comes later. Neem, babool, molshri, bud, palash. These are good for teeth. Chewing. Patanjali Dantkanti Manjan. Every day in the morning, rub your gums from your index finger like this. Massage it. It increases the blood circulation to your teeth. And it will be intact. Massage your gums every day. Your saliva is very much medicated. Your saliva. This is the first immunity barrier. What we eat, it kills all the infected bacteria, viruses when they come in touch with our saliva. Very much. So you can also apply after rubbing, after massaging your gums. Then after that you may put your finger to your eyes like this. It increases your eye health, eyesight. Good for eye problems. Your own saliva. And if there is any problem in mouth like pyorrhea, ulcer, then please do not apply this. Your mouth should be clean. Teeth health is very much important. Then after that, gargling is very much important. Take water in your mouth and then gargle. Vyagra Kriya. This is known as Vyagra Kriya. So, Vyagra Kriya is good. Clean your throat, your food pipe, all the cough will come out with all the allergens, bacteria, harmful things. Kunjal Kriya, vomiting. If you cannot do Kunjal Kriya, then you can do Vyagra Kriya very easily. There is no harm in gargling. Wash your eyes with tap water, not with hot water, normal water, cold water. Put water in your mouth and then rinse your eyes 30 times, at least 30 times. Whenever you wash your face in your washroom, morning, afternoon, evening, do it 2 to 3 times in a day. It's good for your eyes. Very much good for your eyes. Tatak is good for your eyes. Watching sunrise or sunset for 3 to 4 minutes. That's very much good for your brain also, for your concentration, for your mind and for your eyes. Then applying oil to your body, your skin is very much good. After, then you take bath, first apply oil. Good for your muscles, good for your circulatory system also, and your skin health. Good for your hair follicles also. Sesame oil, mustard oil, any medicated oil, good. Abhyang. In Ayurvedic language, it is called Abhyang. Massage, malish, etc. Every day. It is good in this winter season. Generally, we do not perform Abhyang in rainy season. okay, and in summers, but good for winter season. Then take bath, clean your body with rough towel. Prayer is important. Twice a day at least. Prayer is very much important for your physical, mental being, for your life. To be in touch with that real being, which is, of course, me, which is everywhere, which is watching me. I am not watching myself, but the real ego is intact. Like in a tree, there is a branch and two तोते को क्या कहते हैं? Parrot. Two parrots are sitting on that branch. One is eating the fruits, the sweet and bitter fruits of that tree, eating and vomiting if it is not good, and eating and becoming happy. And the second parrot is just watching him, what he's doing, just watching him, what he's doing. The same thing is here. I am becoming happy and sad according to situations, and the second one inside us is just watching. The real one and the made one. With meditation, with yoga, there is no distance between them. Destroy all this space and become unite. I am the seer. So, prayer is important. To whom? To anyone. Name doesn't matter, form doesn't matter, but it should be almighty. It should be omnipresent, omnipotent. Quality should be Vedic. Name whatever you feel like. Form whatever you feel like. Inform, formless. God's characteristics should not be changed. A God for white people and God for black people, God for upper caste. It's not like that. God is God. He is very equal for everyone. Do. Then eat healthy, drink healthy. Do not overeat, it's harmful. Do not sleep in afternoon, it's important. If you are very old and suffering from any disease, acute or chronic, then there is relaxation for sleeping, but not for a healthy one. You can take rest or do Shavasana for 15 minutes. So I finish with two things. Okay. The first thing, do not sleep. In evening, try to eat early. Okay. And try to fast if you want to be more healthier. Try to fast at night, or just eat little in evening before night. And if you feel hungry, then take khichdi, phal, well, in little quantity, and take a good sleep without mobile phone. Do not sleep with mobile phones. The radiations kills your neurons, kills your memory power, kills your eyesight, kills your cardiovascular system, neurological system. Radiations are very much dangerous. While sleeping, just put it aside before 1 hour. Hmm? Before sleeping, chant Omkar, Gayatri. With Shavasana, start your sleep. With good thoughts, sleeping is like a praying. Sleep will become prayer if you start well. The whole night you will be with that Almighty yourself. Then again, awake early in the morning, think about your Guru and your mother, father, Paramatma. Pray to them, be thankful to them. Check your swar, which nose is running, either it is left or right. Whatever nose is running, if it is left, then put your left leg first on the earth. And before praying, before bowing down, then touch. Which leg? Which nostril is running? And if it is right is running, then right. Then your whole day will be good. It is written in Swar Yoga. It is written in Swar Sadhana discoursed by Lord Shiva to Mata Parvati. Only one thing I have told you. Follow it with alertness. So start your day with these alertness, and very much thankful to you to listen to me very concentrated manner. Now questions, if there is any. Yes.
First of all, I would like to thank you so much for such interesting topic, which reverberates in me, and I love what you said. But I have one question, which is, I find even though you try to do good things, I think it's important to have some desire and some expectations of the outcome. Otherwise, you don't get out of bed.
Yes.
So how, I understand that we shouldn't be greedy, but if there isn't desire in the first place, how can you then decide what to do? Should you turn left or right? What are you going to do? You need desire in order to then achieve something. I mean,
Yes,
what-
yes, I
could you
understand.
comment on this, please? Thank you so much.
Very good question. So desires are important. Important desires are always important, but we should not very much attached to that desire. And if it is not completed, I will be finished. There is nothing in my life. It should not be like this. Desire, I have desire. If, I will work. If it is completed, it's good. If it is not fulfilled, then it's okay. Life is not end. I am not for that desire. That desire is for me. Okay. So attachment is bad. Otherwise, everything is good.
Swamiji, my question is, what is the purpose of putting your right or left feet on earth first by letting know the which nostril is in running mode? You mentioned that it has been written in the books.
Written
by
in our scriptures.
What is the logic behind that? What is the purpose behind
I've been
that?
doing it for 5-10 years, but I also wanted to know what's the logic. I've been doing it.
Doing it.
Advise me, and then
So have you experienced anything?
well,
and-
I'm a doctor. I mean, I haven't. If I do a control experiment,
Yes.
then one day I try to do opposite Surya,
Ah.
and then see how is my day. Otherwise, but I just thought it's such a simple thing to follow.
It's just a simple thing to follow.
There's nothing to lose. Why not?
So the science behind it is very subtle. Is very subtle, and even I do not know the very much about it. But if it is written, and so I have to follow that, like he said, And there is one benefit, I think, when we wake up, then we meditate on our breath for some times, in our living condition. So it increases the alertness. And if I suddenly wake up and then go on, then there is very much pathological condition. People go in washroom and then lie down.
They fall.
They fall.
Yeah. That is,
Okay.
that is
So just do not in
rush.
a rush. Yes, just do these things. Be focused, alert, and then carry on.